Hello, my name is Clare Jacklin. I'm Chief Exec of the National Rheumatoid Arthritis Society in the United Kingdom. And I'm delighted to also be part of the Global RA Network. The National Rheumatoid Arthritis Society in the UK, or NRAS for short. And we're the only patient organisation with a specific focus on rheumatoid arthritis, which is why we were delighted to be part of the Global RA Network. I've worked for NRAS now for coming up on 16 years, started as the volunteer manager, and are now have reached the lofty heights of chief exec. And I took over from the founder of the charity back in 2019 as she stepped down from being a chief exec, but is still very much involved in the organisation. So what is the RA dashboard? Well, there are patient organisations like ourselves right across the world, and we came together, and one of the things that we had very much in common was the need for data, to really be able to have the data from our own countries, but be able to share and compare similar data from other countries to see how we're faring. And I will share with you some of the data from the United Kingdom in a few moments. So here we are. It's really useful to see the data brought together in very easy, accessible graphics like this. You can see we have a population in the UK of just over 67 million. Of course, that's increasing all the time. Average life expectancy of 79 for men and 82, nearly 83 years for women. And it's useful for us to see the sort of annual health expenditure across the country, across the nation, and compare that with other countries as well. It's nice to see that the United Kingdom actually have lower percentage of smokers compared to many of the other countries that took part in this RA dashboard. But of course, 12% is still 12% too many. And obesity is, over a quarter of the population are considered obese, which is, of course, we know linked with so many health issues, RA being one of them. So that's going to be a very useful stat for us to monitor over the coming years and see if we can reduce that in some way. We have about 430,000 adults in the United Kingdom living with rheumatoid arthritis. Again, probably similar in many other Western countries. 2/3 women, 1/3 men. And what I found particularly of interest is looking at the number of rheumatologists per, for the population. We've worked and are continuing to work with the British Society for Rheumatology on a report that they produced a couple of years ago now on the workforce issues. And of course, they have been exacerbated because of COVID. But interestingly, in the United Kingdom, we have 0.896 rheumatologists per 75,000 head population. And comparing that to France, which is one of our closest neighbours, similar sort of health service, that's falling well behind what we would consider an equal type of country to ourselves, or a good comparison to the United Kingdom. So that will be a very useful figure for us to share in our future campaigning. And as I said, that's how we will use the dashboard when talking to government leaders, stakeholders, decision makers, not just in England, but of course in Wales and Scotland and Northern Ireland as well. We're kind of different in some ways to many other of our partners across the world, where we have 4 health services to deal with in the United Kingdom. We're not just one country. And as I said, thank you so much for including NRAS in the Global RA Network. We look forward to continuing our work together with our friends and colleagues from right across the world. Thank you very much for listening.